So now what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to display a button that's going to take the user to a page where it's going to display appointments. So each clinic or each department should have appointments. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to display a button here. So to do that, here in the index, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a form here. Here below this body, we need to create a form. I'm going to create here. I'm going to say form, and then I'm going to give this form first a method, and the method is going to be post, an action. So the action is going to be the URL that we need to use in order to handle the request. So the action is going to be route, and it's going to be a route that's going to take the user to a route that's going to display the appointment. So I'm going to say show here appointments, and we need to create this route. So we need to create this route in the web. So in the web, I'm going to create here, I'm going to say route, and then post, and then / show appointments, and then the name of the controller and the name of the function. So the controller is the project controller, and the function obviously is going to be named. The function is going to be named show appointments, and then we need to give this route a name called show appointments, because this show appointments, this name refers to this. Let me fix this. Refers to this URL. So here in the index.blade.php, I'm saying here route show appointments, which means that I'm telling Laravel, hey Laravel, this form should use a route that has a name called show appointments, which is this route, that has a name called show appointments, which has this show appointments URL. And in the project controller, we need to create a function here called show appointments. I'm going to say function public function, and then show appointments, and then request. And I'm going to work on the function later, but for now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to work on the form here. We need here, for this form, we need two inputs. We need an input for the department ID. So this is going to be text, and the value is going to be equal to the department ID, because we want the department ID in order to get appointments that this department has. And we need a button in order to let the user go to see the appointments. I'm going to say here submit. The type is going to be submit, and the value is just going to be show appointments. And let's give it a class. I'm going to say class, and the class is going to be btn primary. And this is going to be hidden. I'm going to say here style, and then style, and the style is going to be display none, because we don't want to show the ID. The ID is not important. So let me save everything. I'm going to click on save all, and then I'm going to head on over to the browser to test. I'm going to click on save all, and then in the browser, let me refresh, and we should have here a button. So as you can see here, we have a button, show appointments. Of course, if I click on it, nothing is going to happen, because the show appointments function, we did not work on it for now. And by the way, let me add here some space, because I think this is very close. So I'm going to say here style, and then margin, let's say margin top 5. And let me now refresh. By the way, this should be a class. This should be class, and then class margin top 5, which is a bootstrap class. Now let me refresh one more time, and this is a very big space. Let me decrease this to 3. Let's say 3 or 2 even. 2 is enough. So if I say 2, now as you can see, the space is much less. So it looks very, very good, and we need to work on the function.